Hi, I'm Steve Newman and welcome to Intaction. Today we'll be talking about the Apple AirPods, which I bought for myself just before Christmas. So I'm not going to do an unboxing, we'll just talk about the device itself. So okay, let's move that aside. So these are the AirPods. There's nothing really else in the device, in the box rather, than a lightning cable and a manual. That's pretty much it. So the AirPods, quickly running through them. So here's the case. This case is a battery case and it contains the AirPods. All you have on it is there is a lightning cable here at the bottom and socket at the bottom, and also there is a button on the back. So there's a button here, and if you press and hold the button for a few seconds, you activate pairing mode. And if you press and hold it for, I think it's about 10 seconds, but it's a long time, it will reset the device. So when you open them up, you have a really nice view of the two AirPods that are held magnetically in, and also you have an LED in the middle. So the LED in the middle is an indicator of how much battery charge that there is on the device. If the LED is green, that means that the device itself can charge the AirPods one full charge again. If it's amber or orange, that will mean that the AirPod case can only charge the device, charge the AirPods partially. However, as if it's white, that means that the AirPods are in pairing mode. So I'll talk about pairing them in a moment on how it works, but ultimately these are held into the case magnetically. So this is the left one. They all look the same other than that. There's on the AirPods themselves you have a microphone at the base, and other than that there is a proximity sensor here on the side, and also you have the standard head for the AirPods. Now the sound quality of these are very much the same as the wired Apple earbuds rather. I find them very acceptable. Now these do last for 5 hours, and there's no other controls on these on a single charge. And when you place them in your ear, so let's put them in the correct ear, when you place it in your ear, it will instigate pairing. So straight away you end up with pairing happening as soon as you plug them in, and it's now paired. If you double tap on the side, you will start Siri, and then you can, this is your only control, you can ask Siri to turn the volume up or down. I won't do that. And obviously you can do any other Siri control. Now the only other thing that you can do with these is when you take them away, now it will pause. If you have two in, it will pause your media source, and then put them back in again, and the media source will start again. So that's pretty good. Now you can use them singly, or you can use them as a stereo pair, and they work really well. Now you can pair, the good thing about this is to pair them is really easy with an Apple device. So what you would do is you get your iPhone and you present this to your iPhone at the base, and you open up the base, open up the lid, and then what will happen is the Apple device will detect this headphone set, AirPods, and it will then ask you if you want to pair, and you just follow the instructions. And the good thing is the screen that displays also gives you an idea of the battery, it gives you an indication of the battery available remaining for each of the devices, each of the AirPods, and also the case itself. Once you have paired the device with an Apple these AirPods with an Apple device, then the information is stored in the iCloud, and then all of your registered Apple devices will be able to use these without pairing. And all you have to do is to switch between them. It always remembers which device that it has been used with last, and when you take, for example, I last used this with my iPod. If I my iPad. If I take this out and plug this into my ear, it will automatically connect to my iPad. If I want to use the device against with my iPhone after that, then you just basically put it in your ear, go to your iPhone, go to your Bluetooth settings, and then just tap connect. Simple as that. And then that will be the last device that it remembers, and therefore it will always attempt to pair with that one. Okay. If you want to pair with a non-Apple device, then press and hold the button on the back until the while this is open, until the LED internally flashes white, and then follow the normal Bluetooth pairing function of your other device. So for example, I've used these AirPods with a Lenovo laptop, and they work really well. Okay, so performance wise, now I took the opportunity to buy an iPhone 7 Plus at the same time on the Apple well, their plans that you have, upgrade plan, and I find that this works perfectly with the iPhone 7 Plus. Audio quality is the same as the earbuds, and I don't get any breaks, and the battery life is as advertised, which is 5 hours for the AirPods, and obviously if you use them one at a time, you can get 7 hours if you're, say, listening to, sorry, 10 hours if you're listening to an audio book. So you can have your left ear in for 5 hours, and then you could put that to charge back in here, and then you could have your right ear for 5 hours, for example, if you so wish. So very good there. Now the only thing I would say that I found with these AirPods which are not ideal has been with my iPad 12.9 inch Pro, so my iPad Pro 12.9 inch, where I found only with that device, if I'm streaming music, video from say Netflix over a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection, the Bluetooth connection will interfere with the Wi-Fi connection. All that happens is that you end up with a lot of caching, video caching. So that's what I've noticed. Now that could just be me. If I switch to 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi on the same iPad 12.9 Pro, then it goes away completely and works flawlessly. Also, if I use the iPhone 7 Plus on either Wi-Fi connection, again, I get no issues at all, and the same thing goes with my early 2013 MacBook Pro. No issues at all, just flawless, just works all the time, no breaking up. So it could just be down to my iPad 12.9 inch Pro. So just something to bear in mind. As far as the build quality of these are excellent. I would say the case does scratch or scuff is probably the thing to note. So if you're going to leave this in your pocket, which I do with coins and keys, then of course it's plastic, it will scuff. But the build quality is absolutely excellent. The only problem is when you've got this in your hand and you tend to keep opening and closing it because it's got a really nice click. So yeah, it's yes, it's a bit like one of those executive stress toys. But no, brilliant product. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.